Hello everyone and welcome to another Top 5 Records video. And today I'm going to be talking about another album in the series of the full discography reviews I'm doing on Bob Dylan. And we have arrived in 1965 with this one, Highway 61 Revisited. This is an astonishing album. First, the first pressing that I ever heard of this was a CD. There was a CD box with this one, Blonde on Blonde, and Bring It All Back Home. And I fell in love with all three albums. They all three mean a lot to me. This is quite something, at least to me. This is a Fiji Plus, near mint minus first Canadian pressing with the American first pressing stampers. So I'm not sure if you know, but the first American stereo pressing has a different take, a different version of from a Buick 6 on there. This one has that as well. And I found this one for about 25 bucks with a thick, nice cardboard sleeve. I'll also show you. It's just, I find it very spectacular to find a Bob Dylan album in a very good shape. With the 2i Columbia label, very nice thick cardboard, and it sounds spectacular. Highway 61 Revisited is not one of those Dylan albums which necessarily sounds better in mono. As a matter of fact, I really love the dynamic, full, powerful mix of this stereo one. So for this series, I chose to listen to the stereo one. Starting off with the title track. I mean, not title track, no. Starting off with the first track. I mean, opening an album with Like a Rolling Stone. One of the biggest anthems in recorded music. What can I say about that song that hasn't already been said? I remember the first time I listened to it. That was on a different CD, a best of CD. I was rehearsing for a theater play about 15 kilometers away from my hometown, and all the buses were stranded, as a matter of fact, because there was this intense snowfall. And after hours of waiting, I stepped into a bus that tried to go to my hometown, but everything was thick and white, and trees were actually falling over because of all the snow. And during the waiting before I got on that bus, I walked into the bus station and they had a record store there, the free record shop, which was a very big brand in the Netherlands about 15, 20 years ago. And I bought that CD and I had a CD player with me. And I played that best of CD on repeat. And I fell in love with Dylan. And the first song on that CD was also Like a Rolling Stone. And when you're young and you're lost in a big snowstorm, trying to get home, and the lyrics of that song, it's sort of like feels as if it applies to you. Also, that's part of the quality of Dylan's songwriting. Everybody always talks about the lyrics, and the lyrics have a lot of meaning. Well, they are written in a way that they can easily become personal. He has so much detail, but it never gets to. It has detail, it has intimacy, it is personal, but he dives in deep to the point where those emotions become universal. Even his poetry is like that, and it's not just the lyrics; it's also melodically insanely good. Like a Rolling Stone has such a brilliant development. I love the Hammond organ. Everybody loves the Hammond organ. And after that, where do you go? Well, Tombstone Blues. Awesome song. It takes a lot to laugh. It takes a train to cry from a Buick 6. And he ends off side one with Ballad of a Thin Man. One of my Dylan all-time favorites. And everything on this album is different. This is not a folk album anymore. It is a blues rock album. As a matter of fact, I would even call it an avant-garde blues rock album because there is more to it than just the blues chord structure. He is, of course, influenced by the blues. The lyric or the title Highway 61 refers to the highway that crosses a lot of the blue states. Also, supposedly, Robert Johnson had sold his soul to the devil on the point where Highway 61 crosses Highway 49, if I'm correct. Beautiful reference, beautiful reference. And there is a warm blues rock tone in here. There's a rock band at work. Um, but it's more than that. It is never a typical three chord structure, or rarely. There are those moments, but rarely. It is avant garde. He is challenging the rules of blues and rock, and that's why I love it. Then the second side, Queen Jane, approximately. Highway 61 revisited, just like Tom Thumb's Blues, and the last song, another Dylan epic, Desolation Row. Ballad wise, soft, genuine, heartfelt, a masterpiece. I love this album. And there's so much good more to come in the world of Dylan, but this, it's pure rock romance for me. I love it. I'm curious, what do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Leave a comment below and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.